Hey everybody, Ron Harris here from musculardevelopment.com, wrapping up our coverage of the Toronto Pro Super Show, brought to you by High Tech Pharmaceuticals. I did not wrap up until today. This is Sunday. Finals continued on into the morning, but let's get through all the divisions, and there were all the divisions at this show, every possible division. Pro Wheelchair was held this morning, the finals. Gabriele Andrulli from Italy won that. Last night, figure champion was Taryn Gallington from Alabama. Congratulations. Men's physique champion, Canadian Julian Colley from Nova Scotia. Bikini, no big shock. Attila Santiago, beautiful Brazilian woman, won that. Brazilian women do have a knack for bikini, don't they? They're just pretty damn good. Second place and third place, also very good. Jennifer Dory from Canada. And third place, Jennifer Ronzetti from Maryland. Fitness was another Canadian, Jody Bohm, awesome routine. Women's physique was won by Czech Republic's Margita Zamalova. Women's bodybuilding, no surprise, Margie Marvelous. If there was a Ms. Olympia contest going on these days, pretty sure Margie would be Ms. Olympia right now. So that was a good showing for her. Classic physique was a big shock. We did not have any big names, not one. Pretty good sized lineup, decent quality. I thought the guy who was going to win was a gentleman they call High Top, Antoine Hamlet. He ended up taking second place, but tremendous potential. I believe he's 24 years old, local guy from Canada. Has a high top haircut, very distinctive look. Tiny waist, wide shoulders and lats, flaring thighs. He's going to be very good. But the champ was a gentleman who had just turned pro the day before. Seung-Hwan Kim came from, originally must be from Korea, but he won the Cpa Pro Qualifier that was held this weekend, jumped into the pro show, Classic Physique, and won, which is pretty spectacular pro debut. 212 division, all three of them were from Canada. First place was a gentleman named Adolphus Koida, who I had never heard of until this weekend. I'll certainly know who he is now. And he looked really good. Not a massive guy, but really nice shape, great condition. Second place also looked very good. He was my pick for the win. He came so close, very close. That was Mahmoud Dura from Montreal. He'll be heading to Dallas next weekend to get his, hopefully, qualification for the Olympia. In third place, another Canadian I hadn't heard of until this weekend, but very good, Prince Boabang, Boabang. So the Open division was what everybody was waiting for, of course. Open division was won by Jonathan De La Rosa, as a lot of us predicted. Jonathan, this was the best, I think the best he's ever looked, and I've seen Jonathan compete probably about a dozen times now over the years. And this was the sharpest condition. His new coach, Neil Hill, brought him in, best ever. Good things for this guy. He's got 2 qualifications now. That was his second win in a row. He's going to the Olympia, and I want to see Jonathan do really well. Ian Valier was second place. Great showing for Ian, too. Improved over last season. Definitely bigger. Condition was right on point. The only thing I think is holding Ian back is when he brings up his chest a little more, he's going to be placing even better. He'll be beating more people when he does that. But just a massive guy, massive shoulders, arms, back, legs. Condition was right there. Third place, Josh Wade. Probably the best condition in the show of all divisions. If not, he was equal to anybody. And at 245, 250 pounds, that's not easy. So props to Josh. Fourth place was another guy, Joe. I didn't catch the last name because he was not on the scorecards because he just turned pro this weekend at the Cpa Pro Qualifier held here in Toronto. So Joe, whatever his last name is, I'm sorry I don't know it. Joe was very balanced physique, great condition, of course, shape, top 4 in your pro debut, the day after turning pro. Can't argue with that. In fifth place was another guy we'd all been hoping to see, Quentin Aria, who trains with Antoine Vaillant and Dorian Hamilton. Dorian is his coach. Quentin is a guy that we thought was going to do classic physique, and he was planning on doing classic physique. A couple weeks back, they didn't like the way he was looking, trying to lose all that weight. It was hurting his physique, so they filled him back out, and he's much better as an open. He's only 24 years old. Quentin goes by Quint Beastwood on Instagram, I believe. Beautiful shape on this kid. tiny waist, tiny joints overall, those round, full muscle bellies. He just needs to fill out. He's going to be so good when he fills out. Puts on another 10, 15 pounds of quality muscle, which I have no doubt. I was talking to his coach Dorian after the show. I said, if we had intended to have him in open the whole time, he would have looked better. But they did try to pull his weight down for Classic and decided it wasn't the best look. So in the future, he's definitely going to be looking bigger and better, and he's going to be placing higher. So much potential for Quinton. Probably the best potential I saw on the show as far as someone to watch out for in the next couple of years as he's going to grow and improve. So I want to thank Ron Hache and his whole crew for running very, very efficient show. Everything was on time. They're so nice and polite up here. Everything was run smoothly. Always love coming back. This was my 3rd year in a row. I encourage anyone who's thinking about traveling to a show outside the country, doesn't want to go too far. This is a really cool one to go to. It's got a decent sized expo as well. And like I said, all the divisions, which you don't see things like pro wheelchair and pro women's bodybuilding at every single event. This show did have that. So that will do it. That is MD's coverage, muscledevelopment.com's coverage of the Toronto Pro Super Show. Be sure to check the website, muscledevelopment.com. We've got all the contest galleries posted, the photos taken by Jason Breeze, all the professional HD stage shots, a couple interviews I've got up there too. So that's it. Thanks for anybody who watched, especially those of you who participated in the play-by-play. Appreciate it. It's always a good time with you guys. And we'll see you at the next one.